funny thing is, I have to take this whole bloody thing apart just to get it. There's any sound for this. Okay, I just gotta remove those screws and stuff. Fuck, 11 years ago, jeez. Alrighty. First we gotta take off the bottom screw, the battery. I wonder if the battery's just bad. I'm gonna order a new one anyways. Those will be my last ones. Remove this. Be careful with it. That's our drive. The RAM can stay. Let's see. So we'll just have to work our way around. That can stay. Tell you what though, come hell or high water, I will get this thing working. Yeah, I got those two. Decent one. I swear, no matter how many times I like double check and be like, yeah, I got all the screws, and I start trying to pry it apart, there's always like one or two that I missed. That's the funny thing. Yep. Yeah, the RAM can stay. Got that one. Let's see, skip this ahead. Yeah. Take the keyboard out and then just pry the rest of it up. Yeah. Oh, let's see. Got one more here. There's always one more screw. I don't know why it always ends up being that way, but it just is. Which I find funny. What's up, Cody? There's a big flaw with the box design, but 60 hertz. I mean, that's what they claim. But I mean, it won't be out till what they said Q1 of 26, so next year. So like, you know, what's that? Winter slash spring of next year. I don't think they didn't give us official like components and everything, but this is what they claimed because I think you can get. I don't have a Steam Deck or anything, but I think you can get. I think you can get. Can you get 4K 60 with a Steam Deck? I don't know, but the whole thing, the whole spiel that I'm like getting after is the fact that Steam runs like with their Steam OS and everything is that it's running Arch Linux, and they just literally blew, you know, not just like not so much PC gaming because you know you can always upgrade your stuff, which they say that they're allowing or making that kind of a thing with this with not the Steam Deck, the Steam machine. But ooh, that hurt. But they're what was I saying? It's the only working 32-bit OS right now on laptop. I just got through running like every OS. Really? All the ISOs in Linux. You ran them all. Oh, really? That's just gonna pop up like that? Okay. But I mean, they're putting SteamOS obviously in all their. I think it's matching the 60. Oh shit! Am I doing knocking buttons off? What's the matter with me? All right, where'd F7 go? Oh, it's way down here. Shit, I didn't even know you could game on Apple. But, anyways, no, but I mean. And I think the whole big problem that a lot of people were having with like Linux gaming and stuff like that is kind of been smushed really because with their release, yeah, Apple on the Valve, what? I'm losing my train of thought while I'm working. But like with Valve running Arch Linux for the basis of SteamOS, and now putting it into a machine, it allows people to have like a dedicated, if they want, like a dedicated gaming PC that's running Linux. They didn't release any prices yet. They said it was going to be competitively priced comparative to like normal PC gaming or like a custom PC or something like that of its kind of what would you call it? I guess like it's kind of what am I thinking? Like gaming PCs of its I guess I don't want to say quality, but of like similar components, let's say, you know, similar power and such, you know. I'm gonna pull this out too. Yo, what's up? Saw a couple of your vids. You went viral in the Windows slander. What's up, Winter Depression? I have some of that as well. I don't like winter at all. Debony is not on the 16 either. I mean, what's so funny is that video that I made. What is it? Windows is no longer your friend. Windows is now your enemy, or something like that. That video is still just going up in views. It's crazy, absolutely crazy. All right, so we're past that point. Take the keyboard out, detach. What did he say? Okay, remove this. This should just kind of pop up. Woo! There we go. That is what we're aiming for, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, we got that. Whoa, hello. The Dell Optiplex 990 with a P4000 38. What? 3,802 megahertz? What does that mean? Valbox. No, it's not gonna like it's competitive in the sense of like I'd say a mid to low tier. Like it's not going to right. I mean, it's competitive in the sense that it's going to be priced fairly, and the fact that they're teaming up with or have teamed up rather with what was it, AMD for their CPU and GPU. That way, because AMD works really, or Linux rather, works really, really well with AMD because they support their drivers and everything really, really well. Touch speaker and remove. Okay, so that's this. No, I don't think it's gonna beat like super top tier gaming PCs by any means, but it's certainly gonna be competitive in the aspect of, you know, your average. Optiplex 990 with card is 500 new. Gamebox 600 less. Like for 200 to 300. Ow. Well, from what I heard is that they, like I said, they didn't release any pricing. But they said it would be competitive with. It's going to be marketed as, or priced rather, as a gaming PC. In other words, it's basically going to be more expensive than the latest consoles right now. So, okay, what's the next thing? Oh, remove the speaker. Oh, I gotta take this out. But I think with them, because like I had no idea that they were coming out with these products, you know, and then just all of a sudden I saw the video. They're kind of what do you call it? They're not a keynote thing, but they're I guess a trailer or something of their product release and everything. I'm like, okay, this is cool. Let me see. There's a horrible video of how this guy takes this thing out. You sell gaming PCs for $100? Well, what kind of games can they run though? That's the real question. I mean, if you're still running like a, what is it, like a GTX whatever, then I mean, yeah, it's a gaming PC, but if it can't really play modern stuff. Let's see. Remove LCD screws. Okay, so these up here. I don't know. I really think it's a huge win because it allows people, instead of having, especially like the fight against Windows is kind of my big thing. Is that people are now going, you know, the kind of argument of like, oh, Linux isn't meant for gaming. Well, look, you know, step aside because here's Valve. You know what I mean? Like they literally just came in and were like, yeah, everything's, you know, everything works. What more do you want? Okay, I got the screws. Same as Oblivion Remastered. Also 24 gigabytes and 136 gigabyte. 24 gigabyte and 136 gigabyte of what? Much more than a computer. I'm not sure what you're referring to. Whoops. I skipped a few things. Remove LCD screws. Yeah, I got that. Attach, what is that, the white cable? Oh, it's this one. Yeah, okay, this one here. Yeah, and yeah, I mean, we don't know what it's going to be priced at. It could be an even $1,000 for all we know. You know, it could be 1,500. Um, but we just don't know. They haven't released the prices yet. But they said that it would be priced around, competitive with a gaming PC, but not as low as the modern consoles. Um, so it could be $800 for all we know. I don't know how much a PS5 or an Xbox, what is it, Series X or whatever it's called. Um, I don't know how much those are priced at because I haven't owned a console for years. Woo. Easy does it. So, but the lowest P. How are you running 24 gigabytes of RAM? Are you running like mismatched RAM? Because RAM comes in a series of 8s. Or comes in you know, like one stick's 8, you get 16 and stuff like that, but I mean, I've heard of people using like a 4 and an 8 and getting 12 or something like that or whatever, but it's not good to mismatch speeds and capacities. But I don't know everything, obviously. Move motherboard screw. Attach DC jack from main board. So which one is that? Is that lower one? It's gotta be, right? It can't exceed the speed of the P4000, so 760 or less. I mean, we don't know. We'll find out. Which other... Did I miss a screw? Let's see. Move motherboard screw. He's just prying it up. Just like that. Oh, it's down here. Did everybody see everything okay? Yeah. It's like a computer or laptop, but you use the range as open style. Everything goes back to 100. I mean, yeah. I don't know. Well, I think it's a good, starting off point because even with as far as like Valve's concerned, because they already did the Steam Machine. What was it? 10 years ago? 9 years ago? Back in like 2014, 13, or I forget exactly when it was, but there we go. All right. Is this the? That looks like it's for the fan. I don't want to tweak those too much. Are you talking about for laptops? I've never seen 3 gigabytes of RAM. Maybe that's for laptops or something. I don't know, but that seems extremely low. Remove broken power jack. Boy, this video is horrible as far as its angles. This dude's hand's covering up the whole bloody thing. Alright, I'll just have to wing it. Get some tweezers or something. A remote computer? Oh. No, I think the whole concept of like, I mean, especially with Xbox right now, basically just shooting themselves in the foot like repeatedly, because they've shut down uh, so many game studios. They've canceled so many games that were coming out that that were like close to, I don't know, within a year or so of like, being launched or whatever, or released rather, and they just, I don't know, they just keep shooting themselves in the foot, There we go. Aha! There you are. Sweet. All right, here's the Boston in question. Alrighty. This thing just won't charge anymore, so I'm not sure why it's such a problem. And I got a new power cord and everything. So we'll just order another one of these. Lord willing. It's like the new... What brand is that from, though? I've never heard of them. Called the A7. Who's making it? S11 or S10 Ultra? I have no idea what you're referring to. Anyways, so we'll just set that aside and we'll order the new parts. But let's see. Is this for the right? Yeah. Okay, so we'll just go ahead and wish this thing had better. Oh, Samsung? Okay. Cable harness replacement. Oh, it's from China. Yeah. No, wait. Samsung's not in China. Samsung's... Aren't they like Korea or Vietnam or something like that? These are the right cables. God, I hope so. Oh, that's what that is. Okay. Order the new one. Yeah, isn't Samsung like... Or like, not North Korea. Sorry, it's like Korea or Vietnam. Well, it doesn't matter. Just pick one. Only 15 left. I don't care. Alright, we'll go ahead and order these. So anyways, if anybody's wondering what I'm doing, this is, I was messing with this on my last live stream and everything. This is my father's old laptop. This was manufactured back in 2013, and it was running, I think, Windows 8 or Windows 7 or whatever, and it's way too old to be running Windows anymore. So I basically ripped out the old hard drive and replaced it with this Samsung SSD and everything, and put Linux Mint on it, and it's running beautifully. But it's just the battery and the charging stuff isn't working right now. So I got a new power cord, getting a new battery, because this is like super old and I don't even think it's charging anymore. So because I plugged in the new power cable and it was kind of, I don't know, it was giving me some weird issues. So I looked up some of the common issues related to, because like the charging and the power light were blinking, and they're not supposed to do that. So they're saying that was the power plug or the battery was most likely the issue. So there you have it. So we'll go ahead and get those on order, and we will replace those. What's cool? Oh wow, that's not gonna be. Holy crap! That's not gonna be here until freaking end of November. Oh hell no! Oh hell no! I need that shit a lot sooner than that. Oh, Samsung sells the high price one. The outlet is the RAM selection. You gotta pay super pretty. Charge? Never Excuse me. Why does everything gotta take so bloody long with that one specific thing that I need the most? This is November 16th. That's Sunday. I could probably do that. Does it fit mine? Maybe not. 56, 1. No, it doesn't fit that. Damn. I would have been here a lot sooner. November 18th, that's next week. It's a little touch cheaper, so yeah, we'll go with that. Okay. Sorry, I'm just ordering the new parts, the new cable and new battery and stuff for all this. Tuesday, November 18th. Yeah, that's fine. That'll do. Fancy buying. Cool. All right. So I guess this will just sit apart for a few days. But dude, yeah, I really think Valve just really stuck it to everyone. Is like, look, guys, people want Linux gaming. People are sick of Windows. We're sick of messing with all the Windows crap. Whoops. People want just like a simple, decent gaming PC that doesn't have all this nonsense overhead, like with Windows, and like putting a full Linux ISO in a system just to game. They're like, yeah, we can make that a lot easier. So they've done it. So just slap that right here. And then how long have we been going? Not even a half hour. That was quick. Almost kind of pointless to live stream, I guess, but I just felt like chatting about it. Just set this aside and we can just continue to chat if people want. Anyways, there's the SSD. But if anybody's interested, I was saying it in my last stream. I have I now have an eBay store that is going to be hosting a bunch of like older laptops and computers and stuff that are too old to be running Windows, and that will be upgraded with either most likely with RAM, and then certainly an SSD that's going to be running Linux Mint, just to help keep some life in some of these old computers and stuff, because there's really no reason to throw them away when they're still perfectly fine, but with Windows continuously moving the bar as far as what's acceptable for their as far as equipment for their operating system and everything. When they keep moving the goalposts like that, it's putting more and more computers kind of out of contention, you know what I mean? So that's why I've basically taken it upon myself to kind of, I'd say, refurbish a lot of laptops and older computers and everything that are running an old version of Windows, and now they're going to be running some Linux and breathing some new life into them and everything. So that's the plan. That's the plan. So anyways, that's about all I got to say, really. Kind of finished with what I was doing, so we'll just leave all that stuff here. So, all right, cool. So I'm gonna hop off and actually make a video about this whole Valve Steambox thing or Steam Machine thing, and we'll have to catch y'all next time I stream. I think I'll stream next time I stream. I'll be putting this bad boy back together and stuff and getting it working again. So cool. Y'all have yourselves a wonderful evening, and watch out for the newest videos coming out, because I'm going to be popping some out soon. Because, holy crap, I was looking at my, what was it? Where's my phone? I was looking at the analytics and stuff for all the videos and stuff. Man, it's just popping off like crazy. 3,300 subscribers and everything. And let's look at the content here. Windows is no longer a tool, it's a weapon, is 123,000 views. And what's so weird is a lot of my videos are just kind of hit and miss as far as like the view count and how like how much attention they'll actually garner. But that one just completely surprised me. I didn't think it was going to be that big of a thing. But it's crazy when you just kind of, tap the nerve at the right time, It's wild. Anyways, yeah. I'm going to go make a video and about the whole Steambox thing and everything, so be on the lookout for that. I'll try if I have time. Let's see what time is it now. It's 7 o'clock. I might be able to release it tonight, if not early tomorrow morning. So be on the lookout for that. So, alrighty, folks. We'll see you next time.